balance your weight evenly between your left foot and your right foot, between the balls of your feet and your heels. You can gradually bring the body to stillness, finding that balance spread out through your toes as if you're trying to create a little bit of space between each toe. And with a little gentle bend in your knees, just to encourage your weight to sink down and ground through the feet. We're going to reach up through the crown of the head, invite the shoulders up towards the ears and then back and down. Just allow your arms to relax alongside your body. And then soften your gaze or close your eyes. And start to notice how you feel here. Noticing any gentle swaying that may be happening in the body, or if you feel very steady. And start to just take in your breath as you breathe in and out of your nose. Inviting that breath deep into the lungs with each inhale, so the abdomen expands like a big balloon. And emptying the lungs completely with each exhale, and let the belly soften. As you breathe here, just start to notice if your body begins to slip back into its pattern. So for most of us, we'll stand more into one foot than the other. We'll stick one hip out maybe, or start to slouch. So just be mindful of that and try to keep your body aligned. Bone stacked upon bone. The long spine, so there's lots of space for the lungs to expand. You can invite your breath not only into the abdomen, but also into the sides of the torso, the sides of the rib cage, and into the back also, lower back, the back of the rib cage. Just filling the whole body up. Just beginning to cultivate a rhythm of breath that is steady and deep, but one that feels effortless in your body, one that you can maintain throughout your entire practice. Taking a deeper bend in the knees. With your next exhale, relax your chin towards your chest and just pause there. Let the head hang heavy and start to notice any sensation through the back of the neck or the upper back. Directing your breath right in between the shoulder blades. Let your arms relax. And with the core engaged, as you breathe out, slowly continue to roll yourself down to a forward fold. You can always walk your hands down your legs for more support or deepen the bend in your knees. Try to let your hands and your arms hang heavy unless you're using palms to support you. Gently making your way down into a forward bend. And this is the first stretch you've taken this morning. I recommend taking a very deep bend in the knees, letting the abdomen rest on the thighs. And this will be nice and easy on your hamstrings, also on your lower back. And you can start to take deep breaths into the lower back. Draw your navel towards your spine, keep your chin to your chest, and as you inhale, begin to roll yourself back up to mountain pose, coming up vertebra by vertebra. Hands can walk up the legs to support you. And you're going to lift your head up loud. continue to move with your breath, but let your core engage this movement. Your core is drawing you through. Lower back is very supported. Gently lengthening the sides of the body, opening up the intercostal muscles between the ribs. Next time you inhale back to center, reach both arms up over your head. Take a deeper bend in your knees, and as you exhale, fold forward. Let the upper body hang heavy, engage your abdominal muscles, and as you inhale, roll yourself up to mountain pose. Lifting the head, you're going to exhale your shoulders back and down. And with a big breath in, sweep the arms up, engage the core, a little bend in your knees. Exhale to fold. And inhale to stack the spine one vertebra at a time. Exhale, shoulders back. Let's do that one more time, just awakening the spine, the backs of the legs. Inhaling to roll up. Exhaling, shoulders back. We're going to take one more breath in, reaching up. And with your exhale, fold forward. And we'll hold there for a few breaths. If the backs of the legs are starting to feel a little warmer, you can explore extending the legs rather than taking a deep bend in the knees. Just let the upper body hang heavy. If there's any discomfort in your lower back, please deepen the bend in your knees. Now reach your fingertips down to the mat to support you. And as you inhale, step your right foot back for low lunge. Align your left knee over your ankle, touch your right knee down, and lift your gaze. Supporting with your abdominal muscles, you can take your hands onto your front thigh, or you can inhale and reach your arms up over your head. Relax your shoulders. Feel as if you're trying to draw your front heel towards your back knee, so you engage the muscles of the inner leg line. And your gaze can stay towards the floor to ground you, but if you feel really steady, try lifting your gaze. Relax your lower jaw. Breathe into your hips. And slowly as you exhale, take your chest forward. Connect your palms to the mat. Tuck your left toes under. Tuck your right toes under. Lift your back knee. And as you inhale, step back to downward dog. Bring your feet hip width apart. Spread your fingers wide. And lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. You can take a few breaths here to let the body move around and get comfortable. Make sure you're connecting through each fingertip to support your wrists. Engage your abdominal muscles, and slowly as you inhale, draw yourself forward to plank. Now bring your shoulders over your wrists. Crown of the head draws forward last. As you exhale, lightly touch your knees down to the mat. Flatten the tops of the feet to the floor and take your bum to your heels for a moment for child's pose. Keep your fingertips reaching forward. Gaze up between your palms, and as you inhale, draw your chin and chest between your hands. Elbows can move out to the sides, coming onto the belly. Touch the forehead down for a moment. Hug the elbows into the sides of the rib cage, preparing for cobra. Engage your abdominal muscles. And as you inhale, lift your head and chest forward and up. Just start with a little baby cobra. Loop your shoulders back, hug your elbows in, reach the crown of your head away from your toes. As you exhale, slowly lower your chest and your head. Engage your core, press your palms into the mat. With an inhale, come up to your hands and your knees, tuck your toes, and lift up to downward dog. Let's take a couple breaths here into the backs of the legs. Engage your abdominal muscles, and as you inhale, lift your right heel up towards the ceiling. And with your exhale, step that right foot up between your palms, coming into a lunge. Back knee can touch down for more support. Make sure your front knee is over your ankle, and then plant your left palm underneath your shoulder. And as you inhale, open your right arm up towards
exhale, slowly lower your palm. You're going to reach your fingertips to the floor in front of you, gaze forward. And as you inhale, step your left foot up beside your right and then fold. Engage your abdominal muscles as you inhale, roll yourself up to mountain pose, one vertebra at a time. As you exhale, take your shoulders back and down and pause here for a moment with your breath. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. Start to breathe into the abdomen. And with your next inhale, sweep the arms up, take a little bend in your knees, and as you exhale, fold forward. Touch your fingertips down to the floor. With an inhale, step your left foot back for a low lunge. Touching that knee down, make sure your front knee's over your ankle. Lift your gaze. And hands can come to the front thigh, or you can inhale, reach the arms up. And supporting with your core, with your adductors, the inner thigh muscles. And gaze can lift, soften your throat, and take big, deep breaths here. As you exhale, take your chest forward, connect your palms to the mat. With your back toes tucked under, lift your knee, and as you inhale, step back to downward dog. Lift your tailbone up as high as you can. Shift a little more weight towards your heels as you draw your chest towards your thighs. And engage your abdominal muscles as you inhale, slowly come forward to plank. And as you exhale, lightly touch the knees down. Try to touch them down at the exact same time. Flatten your feet to the floor. Stretch your bum to your heels, coming into child's pose. And gaze up to the top of your mat or up between your hands. And as you inhale, draw your chin and chest between your palms. Elbows move out to the sides, come onto the belly. And touch your forehead down for a moment. All 10 toenails lay down to the floor. With your core engaged, as you inhale, lift forward and up into cobra. Loop your shoulders back. If your lower back feels safe and comfortable, you can press into your palms and inhale, chest forward, up and back. Keep a bend in your elbows, hug them into the sides of the ribcage, and draw your shoulders down away from your ears. And as you exhale, slowly lower your chest and then your head. Press into your palms as you inhale, come up to your hands and your knees, tuck your toes, and come back to down dog. Breathe into the backs of your legs. And breathe into the belly. Engage your abdominal muscles as you inhale. Slowly lift your left heel up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, step your left foot up between your palms, coming into a lunge. Help that knee over the ankle. Plant your right hand underneath your shoulder. And as you inhale, stretch your left fingertips towards the ceiling. Press the back of your right knee towards the sky. Energize that back leg. And just keep an eye on that front knee, that it's still over your ankle and not moving out towards the side. You're going to hug it in towards the body. And exhale, slowly lower your left palm down. And then reach your fingertips in front of you. Look forward and take an inhale, stepping your right foot up beside your left. Folding forward. Just give the weight of the upper body towards the floor. Engage your abdominal muscles as you inhale. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Exhale the shoulders back. Arriving in mountain pose. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Just notice how your body's feeling here. Notice the quality of your breath. Bring your palms together in front of your chest. And engage your abdominal muscles. And as you exhale, sit back into chair pose, shifting a little more weight into your heels. Keep your knees tracking in line with your toes. Good strong core to support you. If your lower back and shoulders feel fine here, you can try inhaling and extending the arms on either side of the head. Shoulders soft. Good. Feel the warmth and energy building in the body. As you exhale, fold forward, release the legs. Touch your fingertips down to the mat. With an inhale, step your right foot back. We're going to come into side angle. So lower your back heel. Keep your left knee over your ankle. lightly onto your thigh. Right hand can stay on your hip, or you can inhale, right fingertips up to the ceiling or that arm alongside your ear. And start to see how light you can be on that left elbow. Keep pressing down through the outside edge of your right foot, creating a lot of length down the right side of the body. With the core engaged, as you inhale, slowly draw yourself up, lengthening that left leg. And as you exhale, reach and lengthen over the thigh and slowly come into triangle pose, letting that left hand relax down. Right fingertips can be to the ceiling, but that hand can also stay on your hip if that's better for your shoulder. Create as much length in the body as you can here. Stretch your right hip and the crown of your head away from each other. Engage your abdominal muscles as you inhale, slowly draw up, arms out at shoulder height. And as you exhale, bend your left knee over your ankle for warrior two. Soften through your shoulders and gaze towards your left fingertips. And just tune into the rhythm of your breath. And with your next inhale, windmill your hands down to the floor, lift your back heel, and step back to downward dog. Contract your abdominal muscles as you inhale, slowly come forward to plank. As you exhale, touch your knees down to the mat. We're going to come into 8-point pose. So use your next inhale to draw the shoulders slightly ahead of the wrists, hug the elbows into the sides of the ribs. And as you exhale, slowly lower your chest and your chin down to the floor. Let your pelvis and your toes follow. Engage your core, and as you breathe in, lift forward and up into cobra, only lifting as high as feels safe for your lower back. Exhale, lower the chest and then the head. Press into your palms and inhale up to hands and knees, tuck the toes, and come back to downward dog. Engage your abdominal muscles as you inhale, lift your right heel up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, step that right foot up between the hands for exalted warrior. Lower your back heel, keep your right knee over your ankle, and as you inhale, windmill yourself up like you're going to come into warrior two, and then turn your right palm to face the sky, and sweep those fingertips up as the left hand rests back lightly onto the back leg. Soften through your shoulders. And make sure your front knee is still over your ankle. Keep supporting your lower back with your core, and if your spine feels really comfortable here, as you inhale, you can lift up through your chest and use your exhale to arc back, only as far as feels safe for you. And take an inhale, windmill your hands all the way down to the floor, lift your back heel, step your left foot up beside your right, and fold forward. And breathing in, roll yourself up, vertebra by vertebra. Exhale the shoulders back. And just take a moment here to stand tall and be with your breath. And if your breath has lost any of its depth, start to invite that back, deepening each inhale. And with your next breath in, reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward. Touch your fingertips down to the floor. With an inhale, step your left foot back for a side angle. Lower that left heel, right knee over the ankle. Lightly take your right elbow to your thigh, and that left arm can go anywhere that feels good for your shoulder. And as you press down through the outside edge of your left foot, gently invite your bottom shoulder forward, your top shoulder back, opening up the rib cage towards the ceiling. As you inhale, draw yourself up through your left fingertips. Lengthen your right leg. Try not to lock that knee though. And as you exhale, reach out over your front thigh. Lower your right palm, stretching left fingertips up. Feels like you're trying to draw your feet towards each other to really engage the muscles of the legs. Spread through your toes and ground through your feet. Slowly as you breathe in, draw yourself up, extend the arms out from the shoulders, and exhale into warrior your shoulders stay stacked over your hips. Spine is long, and you have lots of space to breathe. And as you inhale, windmill your hands to the floor, lift your back heel, and step back to downward dog. With the core engaged, take a breath in, come forward to plank. As you exhale, slowly touch the knees down, preparing for 8-point pose. Inhale, shoulders slightly forward, elbows hugging in. Exhale, chest and chin down to the earth. Bend the pelvis and the toes. Engaging the core as you inhale, lift forward and up into cobra. Gaze can lift if that's okay for the neck. Exhale, slowly lower the chest and the head. Press the palms into the floor. Inhale up to your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes and come back to down dog. As you breathe in, float your left heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale, step that left foot all the way up between the palms for exalted warrior. Lower your right heel. Inhale to windmill the arms up. Turn the left palm to the sky. And continue to reach those fingertips up overhead. And check the alignment of your front knee. And you can linger here, or with the core engaged, use your next exhale to arc back a little deeper. But always listen to your body. There should be no discomfort in your lower back here. As you breathe in, windmill your hands to the floor, lift your back heel, step your right foot up beside your left, and fold. And as you inhale, roll yourself up to mountain pose. Take your time. And when your head lifts, roll your shoulders back and down and pause here. Check in with your breath. Connect your palms in front of your chest. Contract your abdominal muscles. As you exhale, sit back into chair. Only if it feels okay for your lower back and your shoulders, you might inhale and extend the arms, but always be in a place where you can breathe with ease. As you exhale, fold forward, connect fingertips to the floor. Use your inhale to step your right foot back for high lunge. So keep your front knee over your ankle. Try to align your back heel over the ball of your foot, and then lift your gaze. Hands can come onto your front thigh to support you as you inhale and lift your chest. Find your drishti, your focal point. Hands can stay on the thigh. You can inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Gaze can follow the hands if you wish to challenge your balance. Keep your breath as steady as you can. And slowly as you exhale, relax your chest forward. Connect your palms to the floor. As you inhale, step back to downward dog. Contract your abdominal muscles as you breathe in. Slowly come forward to plank. And we're going to come into a side plank. Keep your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Turn onto the outside edge of the right foot and stack the left foot on top. Now your right knee can always lower for more support. Left hand can come onto the hip or reach fingertips towards the ceiling. Keep breathing deep. Make sure that right hand's right under your shoulder to protect your joint. As you exhale, lower your left palm back to the mat and stretch back to downward dog. With an inhale, float your right heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale that right foot up between the hands. We're going to come back into high lunge. So with your front knee over your ankle, lift your gaze, and when you're ready, you can take palms to your front thigh or inhale your arms up over your head. And connect your palms as you exhale. Draw your hands down in front of your chest. And find one spot on the floor in front of you to focus on. We're going to come into warrior 3. With your core engaged, as you breathe in, shift your weight onto your right foot and let your left toes take off. Flex that foot. And you may hold here, but if you feel steady, use your exhale to take your chest forward as your left heel lifts. Reach your heel and the crown of your head away from each other. Keep breathing. As you inhale, slowly draw yourself up tall. Place your left foot down beside your right and give your body a little shake. Let go of any tension. Come back into mountain pose. Take a moment to steady your breath. And as you breathe in, reach your arms up. Use your exhale to fold forward. Fingertips connect to the mat. Inhale, left foot back for high lunge. Front knee over the ankle, lift the gaze. So with the strength of the core, as you inhale, take hands to your front thigh or reach your arms up over your head. Deepen your breath. If you want to challenge your balance, you can try gazing towards the ceiling. As you exhale, relax your chest forward, connect palms to the floor. Inhale to downward dog. Fingers spread wide. Contract your abdominal muscles as you breathe in. Come forward to plank. We're going to come into a side plank again. So left hand stays under the shoulder, turning onto the outside edge of the left foot or lowering the left knee to the floor. And you can inhale, right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Keep lifting the hips away from the floor. Exhale the right palm down, and then inhale to downward dog. And with your next breath in, float your left heel up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, step that foot up between the palms for high lunge. Lift your gaze, and when you're ready, you can inhale, hands to the thigh or fingertips overhead. Connect your palms as you exhale. Draw your hands down in front of your chest. Find one spot to focus on to help hold you steady. And contract your abdominal muscles as you inhale. Shift your weight forward onto your left foot. Let your right toes lift. Flex that right foot. And as you exhale, you can take your chest forward as the back heel lifts. Keep reaching that heel away from you as much as you can. Inhale, drawing yourself up tall. Rest your right foot down. Give your body a wiggle. Let go of tension. And place your heels underneath your hips. Relax your arms and take a couple really big breaths here in mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to fold. Touch your fingertips down to the floor, and you can either come straight to sitting, or you can heel toe your feet until they're mat width apart. Heels in, toes out slightly, and carefully come into a squat. Fingertips can stay to the floor, palms can connect. Let's take a couple deep breaths into the belly. And use your hands on the floor to support you. Carefully come down to sitting. Now, 30 minutes goes really fast. So we've heated the body up and you probably feel a little bit invigorated. But I really encourage you now to gift yourself with minimum 5 minutes, but maybe 10 to 15 minutes of maybe some twisting, but definitely Shavasana. So your final relaxation. I encourage you to stretch out on your mat, take your arms nice and wide, close your eyes, and spend 5 to 10 minutes just being still with your breath so that your body can really integrate all the benefits of the practice you've just completed. So I wish that I could stay and guide you through that, but our time is up. I do have a guided Shavasana on our YouTube channel, so if you go to youtube.com/theblissfulyogi, you can listen to the audio of that if you'd like someone to talk you into your relaxation. I really hope that